Want help to grow your business? Download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.
Welcome to Navigate Your KPIs. My name is Muffy Churches, and thank you for joining myself and our KPI expert, Andrew Wadsworth. Today's session is going to be about how to visualize KPIs on your dashboard to achieve business goals. Andrew, welcome.
Great to be here.
Now, you know, it's interesting because in the last session together, in the last episode, which was episode 5, we talked about building targets to match and align with KPIs and all the data and information collection that comes along with that. The next question that comes to mind for me is, you know, what are the methods for displaying this information in a user-friendly way so that it can be actually assessed and used? And quite often in conversations around business KPIs, that term dashboard pops in. Can you tell us what is a dashboard and how is it used?
Okay. A dashboard comes from the word dashboard on a car, literally.
Okay.
So the analogy that I've been using through these episodes of driving a vehicle and the vehicle being your business and having a dashboard is really pertinent to this question. So the reason why they're useful is that they'll keep you on track. They'll keep you on track to achieve your business goals. And if a dashboard is used in that way, it can be seen on a daily basis. You should be able to use it to see real-time information, just like as if you're driving your car, you're seeing real-time information. Yeah. It's not useful to know what your fuel level was last week on your car. You need to know now what it is.
Right. And so is a dashboard a visual similar to the dashboard in your car then? I mean, do you have any examples of what they look like so we could have a peek?
Yes, I do. So we can take a look at some examples here. The important thing about a dashboard really, just like in your car, is that it says something to you without you having to think about it too much. So looking at the examples on the top left here of the screen, where we've got daily sales totals and monthly sales totals. What that shows with the indicator at the bottom is that we're lower than our target, and we're also lower than our target in monthly sales. So those indicators really will tell the business owner right away where they're at in relation to the target. So for the daily sales total, this could be in the morning so far. They're at nearly 4,000 in sales. The daily total will be 40,000, but they're 10% below where they should be today so far. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that top left one, even though, you know, if you look at the target is 40,000, now it's 4,000. The reason why it's saying we're down 10% is just that it's 10% so far.
I see.
All this information is coming live from the accounting platform. So every sale that goes through is automatically being registered in the ERP system or the CRM system and then feeds in as a data source to the dashboard so that every 10 minutes, if someone is to look at this, they're going to know where things are at. And as a manager or a sales manager, if things are not tracking very well today, you'll be able to see it pretty quickly. So moving to the bar graph on this particular dashboard here, we've also got a bar graph at the top, and that's comparing month-on-month sales. So we've got last year's corresponding months and this year's corresponding months. And the indicator that we're showing here, because there's no targets on this particular one, but the indicator we're showing is when this month or this year's month is less than last year's month. And at a glance, we can see that in March, for the current 12-month period, it was lower than the previous March period. And so far in this, the most recent month on this particular snapshot is November. And that is showing that it's not, it's halfway through the month basically.
Right.
And then we also have the totals underneath that. So it's clearly, you can clearly see where you're at. And then the percentage change. So overall, it's up 17% for the year on revenue for that. Some other important information you might want to have on a financial dashboard would be the bank balance, or could be working capital. Just knowing that number, showing it as a number like this isn't necessarily that useful because it doesn't show it against any target. But for the business owner themselves, they'll know that's a number. Their working capital target could be a certain amount. Generally, you want to make sure that the amount of money you have in your bank account is going to help your business run for the foreseeable future, for the next 3 months or so forth. So you can actually set a target based on the previous 3 months' expenses and have that be showing as well.
Sure. Okay.
Another way of looking at data in a gauge is, rather than showing the dashboard style gauge, is just a line gauge like this, where you can see where stock valuation is currently around 900,000, and then the target there is set. So if it's below the valuation.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.